Why, hello. Don't know what that voice was. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We return to Arcturo as the Twilight Monk. I think we are now at the place where we do indeed have to go and attempt to kill the boss. But we've got 2 extra health, which should make a massive difference. We're 4, 5 levels higher, possibly. Just some more the bestiary stuff. So, in theory, we're in a better place. It's not going to make up for my amazing skills, which, yeah, it could be the end of everything, frankly. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. That was totally how I meant to do that. So Demagen, the liar. The lack of camera control is kind of annoying. That's got to be the top exit. Right. But how? How does one get down to the bottom exits? I suppose it could be on the lower side. But without a grapple hook, we've got no way of doing it. Well, let's be fair, Demagen. We've got no legitimate way of doing it. Could I get over there? Yes. Yes, I could. Fairly easily. Am I going to for this video? No. Stuff I put on YouTube gets played legitimate. Mostly. Usually. Oh, I just got a key from that. I think I did. Oh, that... I would like it to be a little bit clearer whether the lift is at the level or not. I mean, I suppose... it's clear, quote-unquote. We couldn't get out of the top of it, could we? Because we have no... Oops. We have no slide ability. That was just a room full of monsters. I'm wondering if there are little things hidden behind other things on the world map. What the? Okay. So, we are not... That needs fixing. We are not locked out of moving when we hit an area transition trigger. Now, it's possible... It's possible that that's intended, but I'm going to imagine probably not. Don't think we came up here, did we? What's that? What are these? They're just randomly falling from the sky. Okay. Oh. Okay, another key. Don't mind if I do. I guess we are not up high enough to get to... whatever is going to take us off the top left of the map. The lack of upwards attack... Oh. Okay. Yeah, the lack of upwards attack. In fact, the lack of... Whoa. Oh, yeah, there's a slide. The lack of any kind of real stuff that we can do in the air is not great. It feels very limiting. Nice. I do like that we get our health back when we level up. That's surprisingly rare in a lot of video games these days. Right. Was this the boss that we've already defeated? Or was this... Yes. Possibly an idea to remove the boss icon from the map, or to grey it out at least if the boss has been killed. Can't remember whether actually this is... I know, it's just... Huh. See, on the map, this room is connected to the room above. Now, that could be an oversight. You can't get me. I want the spider. There's a sentence I've never said before. Oop. Hello there. There is a good feeling of impact when you hit stuff. Yeah, I'd like to have some kind of control on this elevator. Was this the mimic? Yes. And it's very odd that we don't get anything from the mimic. Right, there's a load of doors off here. Can't go down though, because it's locked. Where does this take us to? Ooh. Oh, in the well. Of course. Yeah, the transitions between rooms / levels / environments needs a little bit of work. You know, if we reach a transition trigger at the top of the ladder, control should be taken away, an animation that shows us finishing the climb should play, and then we should spawn into the next area. That's not happening. Is it a big deal? It depends on your point of view. I mean, for me, it's a polish issue. It makes the game look unfinished, which, of course, it is. Right, that was to the boss. So let's ignore for now. No, never mind. We can't get through there. Why not? I don't think it matters. I don't think it's going to let us. Before we defeat the boss, before we try to attempt the boss, is the kick thing going to make any difference in this fight? Not really, but neither is the loot vacuum. Okay, we're now level 12. Now what I want to try and do is get these two both low. Which I'm not going to do like that. Judging the range, oddly difficult. Me, a man of little skill. We did seem to do a good chunk of damage there, though. Yeah, being able to skip this, I think, is an absolute necessity. Okay. Okay, that'll do. The additional health absolutely helped. Interesting that it doesn't let us go back to the doors or to the safes. Hello, old person. I can't get to you because I need to grab this power. Wall climb. Wall climb? No, slide, of course. Dash while crouched. White bumper. No, because I've changed it because there's no key bindings. I wonder what they're actually going to put on right trigger, which is what I've set it to. Oh, here, the master or the pillar. Follow me, eh? Holy what? Continue your pursuit of Nox in the mountain pass. End of demo? Not end of demo. Oh. Medusa heads. I wonder which way to go. Ah-ha-ha! Yes, having that extra health, very useful. From a level design standpoint, the fact that there were so many power-ups hidden in the catacombs that we could get, I kind of feel like, from a level design perspective, we should have been funneled towards at least one or two of them. That's just my personal thoughts on the matter. Well, obviously. There! Bats. This person seems to have been encased in ice. That's kind of an annoying enemy placement, it has to be said. Don't even know. Can I actually make this jump? Yes. Nothing much up here, but, you know, worth a look. Those take one more hit than I expect them to. I was going to say, that would have been a particularly cruel mini placement. Yes. Mimic placement. Okay. Whoop. Where are we? Ah. I wonder. I'd have to look back at it. But in my previous explorations, did I actually follow the subtle quote-unquote arrows in the background? Ah, that's the other side of that door. Yeah, Did I follow the arrows in the background to the next destination and thus, even if it was subliminally, and thus lock myself out of... Well, no, not lock myself out of, but... accidentally, inadvertently, there's the word that I'm after, inadvertently avoid all of those powers or upgrades that would actually have made my first look at this section a little bit easier. It took a long time to get that thought out. To be fair, part of my brain is concentrating on exploration and attempting to form a coherent thought. Oh. Okay, old man, why have you been following me around? Spill it. Here's the one who carries the sacred pillar, aren't ya? Sent by the ancients, yes. You're the one who vanquished the flame. You're the one to set us free. Huh? Well, I guess I met some old guys in the Shadow Realm. Yeah, and they did give me the pillar and... Hold on for a minute. Set you free? What are you talking about, old-timer? Clearly he got the power, but does he got the gusto to defeat the firestorm? Hey, I think you got me wrong, old man. I fight bad guys, not, weather. No, little Moonken. True to the firestorm. Only the biggest, only the meanest. Docker could not stop him. Docker could not dissuade his need for power. Somehow, you're even more confused than the Master Do. Speak plainly. Easy. Go to the Sky Fortress. Right there, old one. Douse stuff. Is he supposed to be kind of... Oh, I don't know. Jamaican? Douse the firestorm. Set us free. It feels a little bit kind of stereotypy to even say that. Docker can help. Strengthen the power inside you, little Tenza. Bombs of Mellifera. You got the bombs. Blast through cracked stone. I almost said cracked. Don't know why. Blast through cracked stone. Clear rubleur. Damage a mob of enemies. Uses ember. Okay, so we've got a new... Oh, you can use the D-pad to select that as well. Okay, and an ember. No. Okay. Hold on, he's still got an icon. What do you sell, old man? Talisman of Cluster. Upgrades bombs. Talisman of Dash Smash. Dashing and sliding will break pots and lantern. Whose pots are these anyways? So they're both talismans. And both of them will require talisman slots, which we don't have. Well, we do, but we don't have many. Save. Come on then, snow creatures. I wonder what... I wonder how fast the extra kind of power we have acquired from a little bit of hunting becomes negligible. Right, so that was the way that... Beezer's Cave. Ah, we saw this from the... We saw this from below, didn't we? Beezer's Cave. But we couldn't get through it because we needed sliding. And we can now... be the sliding. hello. Bomb. Oh, okay. That works. Yeah, I can do basic platforming. Oh. Nah. So can't quite make it up there. Again, this is the kind of thing that I would normally like to mark on a map, but we don't have any kind of map marking functionality. I'm unsure why those two things couldn't be combined. That you've acquired a piece of thing plus the you've got 2 out of 3 screen. It strikes me that that's a little bit unnecessary to have both. Ah, ice slime complete. Right, we couldn't get any further that way, so down I go. No! Oh, is this just going to be like a full-on shortcut up and down the mountain? It is. Right, what did the tree want? Did the tree want us to have bombs? I've forgotten. Because it was quite some whiles ago. Quite some whiles ago. Oh no, he wanted the spider gems. He wanted 6. We have got 4. There's 1 in the shop. What did you want? She's just there to tell us about the... Yes. These battle stages are... I'm unsure of my thoughts of them. Obviously, they're random encounters from an RPG. That's what they are and what they do. But I'm unsure if I like them or not. Right, so we went that way and climbed over the top. So, we've done that. I mean, I assume these are good for farming currency if we really want to. I'm guessing the demo's going to end there? Or is it going to let us go to the Sky Fortress? It might let us go to the Sky Fortress. Maybe it won't let... Oh, hello. Yeah, those enemies are a little bit buggy. It's because of how the knockback works. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. in the previous video. Video 2 of 3. Oh no, we can't get in. We'll have to come back later when the demo is... No. Ah! There we go. I was correct. Thanks for playing the demo. Press any button to restart. And that just puts us back to the save point, one assumes. Yes. So, thoughts. I mean, to be fair, I think I mostly summed up my thoughts and concerns at the end of part 2. Well, not necessarily at the end of part 2, in the last kind of 30 minutes of part 2. The power curve is made much easier by grinding, by doing the hunts. Now I know that, I can go and do them. Is it the most exciting or dynamic? Not really. But, you know, if it helps, it helps. Sneasel Blaster. I only need one more Death's Head. Still haven't got many of those. Need a few Groblins, need a few Mimics. Well, I've only got one. Because I've certainly killed more than one. Oh, and it doesn't count them if you die, does it? I personally would keep those persistent. I think people will, again, could just be me. Absolutely, could just be me. But I suspect that people will get a bit annoyed. That they might grind a load of enemies and then die. I know that would frustrate me. You know, if I'm going to go through the grinding process, at least have the decency to save it for us. But yeah, the general thoughts. Everything is working. I'm not spotting any kind of major flaws with the kind of platforming. It would be really nice if that fire effect didn't get lost behind the barrels there. Essentially, many of my critiques are little tiny niggles. Apart from, I would argue, the map. Which, while yes, also probably a little tiny niggle in the grand scheme of things, it feels lackluster. It feels rather bare bones. It feels like it could do with more customization in terms of map markers and so on and so forth. It is a pretty basic grid-based map. Oh yeah, there is. It seems like there's maybe 3 or 4 different combinations of these. These little monster zones. And I assume they are just for hunting. Hold on, you're not the same as the previous ones, are you? He's a different one. There are... My biggest quote-unquote concern, realistically, is the number of enemies that seem to be a little bit broken. Not in terms of difficulty, just in terms of they're not working right. That needs fixing, obviously. But yeah, this map, I mean, we've got... Did I have a mouse cursor for this? I don't. So in the top right-hand corner, we've got the number of spirit shards, so pieces of hearts. We've got the number of dragon things, which give us 10 green stuff. Ember. That's it. And we've got the number of spider gems. So it's nice that they are all counted, but unless they are going to make use of the space to the left of the zone title, it leads me to believe that the collectibles, such as they are in the game, are going to be fairly limited. Though that being said, we do have... This incidentally works really weirdly when it comes to using the buttons. We do have these mystic arts that we can find. So we found 3. We've got 5 more, so a total of 8. We've got different potions that we can find, different summons that we can find. We've got a load of talismans, so we could have chests with talismans in. I am assuming that 43 out of 87 is the number of rooms. That seems to make sense to me. What I find quite odd is that on this screen, the pieces of heart use one icon, and on this screen, they use a different icon. That discrepancy is kind of weird to me. I like the bestiary. I would probably... It seems like there's quite a number. I would probably like some kind of indicator of where I could find them as well. But to be fair, there does seem to be a lot of crossover in the zones, so maybe that's not as much of an issue. Got plenty of key items that we can find. One stuck. Total completion 17. 32% of the main story, so you know, 2 hours 25 minutes for 32% of the main story. Oh, there's more. Total penny earned, enemies killed. Don't know what bojo birds are. That was the other thing that we desperately need. We need controller rebinding. I'll just use Steam input. I'm fine with that because I use a DualSense controller for all my PC gaming anyway. So half the time, games don't really like using the PlayStation controller, so I have to use Steam input anyway. It doesn't bother me. It does bother a lot of people. I see a lot of people on forums and so on and so forth saying, oh, it doesn't have native support for this, or doesn't have mouse and keyboard support, or doesn't have this, that and the other support. People are really, really particular that games have support for whatever it is that they prefer using, which is of course 100% fine. It's a little bit weird when they say, oh, I've got the Super Pro X318 controller by Snurble Flare, and the devs are like, well, we've never heard of that. It's like, well, you should have heard of it. It's great, and why haven't you got it working? But yeah, making sure that you've got rebindable controls is really important to a lot of people. I'm noting in the back. Is that even picking up on the video? That's weird. It's in the top left-hand corner of the screen. It's flickering when I press the button. If I keep on pressing the map button, it doesn't close the map. But it does make the UI in the top left flicker. I think it might be doing it... Oh no, there it goes. It's not picking it up all the time on the capture. Doesn't do it when we do this. Does do it with the map. Weird. Very weird. So yeah, I've got concerns. Overall, this strikes me as very serviceable, pretty competent, great sense of art style and aesthetic and so on and so forth. My issue is going to be the kind of the weirdly rotating enemies that don't seem to kind of stabilize themselves right. Lack of controller rebinding, map is a bit bare bones, and I'm pretty certain that other people are going to complain about these as well. You know, I try and point out things that I think it's not just me. You know, if a critique is very much a, oh, I know this is a me problem, I do tend to say that. I think there is going to be... I've got a mouse cursor now. I think there will be a number of people saying, yeah, we've got bugs with these enemies, or we want custom markers for the map. Custom markers for maps are a big one, which is why I'm a little bit surprised that they're not here. Same with controller rebinding options. The difficulty curve for that boss, having to sit through the dialogue each time. Yes, I know you've given us the ability to speed up the dialogue, but just give us the ability to hold the button and skip. It feels padded. And the checkpointing, I am still not sure whether there is hard checkpointing or soft checkpointing, but realistically, I would prefer soft checkpointing where whatever progress you made gets saved. And if you die, you just get sent back to the last save point. So if you've grinded or hunted, I suppose we could say, enemies towards the bestiary, just save them. Just save them, because nobody is going to be happy about, I just killed 20 of those out of the 55 that I needed, and I've died, and I now need to do them all. Nobody's going to be happy with that. Well, no, let's not make grand sweeping statements, Demagen. Most people aren't going to be happy with that, in my opinion. I've no idea when the game is coming out. I assume from the fact that this playtest is taking place that they want some feedback and they've got time to implement it. I would assume. Unless this is a glorified demo and they're going to announce the game is coming out like next month or something. I think there are still some tweaks that need making here. Those crawler enemies and the ones that go around the blocks and the weird rotating slimes, they need fixing urgently, because they make the game look a little bit amateurish. Don't get me wrong, I know the slime the crawlers, I know they're surprisingly difficult to do. But yeah, get those fixed up. We've got plenty of very competent foundation here. Lots of good aesthetic, nice music. I'm not a huge fan of the dialogue, but I can skip past it if it starts to really get to me. Yeah, Twilight Monk. That's the end of the playtest for me. Let me know. Have you enjoyed watching me? Do you think my critiques are on point, or am I off ball? If you are one of the developers and you'd like further clarification of what I mean, do please get in touch, leave a comment below, or email me. Or find me on Blue Sky or Discord. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Stay fabulous. This music's very chill. And not just because of the snowflakes. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.